Imagine your daily life as a terminal plugged into a hyperactive simulation. You constantly receive and process volatile data from a complex virtual reality engine. Most of us type into this system blind. Our cognitive bandwidth is maxed out, flooded by a chaotic mixture of media noise, social anxiety, and external demands that we lack the tools to process. Vedic texts like the Sahasranama serve as a sophisticated operator's manual for this cosmic mainframe. Looking at the Sri Lalita interface, we see the architecture of a system designed to manage every level of optical telemetry and data execution. A spiritual engineer focuses on the system's output phase, designated in the code as Vaikharī-rūpā. Vaikharī is the final compiled executable. Every spoken word functions as a line of code that modifies the parameters of the VR engine. When you speak, you are writing directly into the simulation's physical layer. The VR engine logs these vocalized commands as reality. To stop deploying accidental malware into your own life, you have to upgrade the internal hardware that processes the incoming signal. To halt the influx of corrupt data, the system administrator boots a specific cognitive patch known as the Swan Protocol, or Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. Just as a mythical swan extracts milk from a mixture of water, this protocol grants the intellect absolute discernment. High-value truth is extracted in real time, while the surrounding illusion hits the filter and drops away. Once the data is filtered, the system requires a massive increase in voltage to execute the new code. This is the Kamyeshvara Prana Nadi, the master power cable. The architecture relies on a static core processor, Shiva, which holds the system's logic and structural capacity, but possesses no kinetic movement on its own. The mother is the electricity surging through the circuit. Without her voltage, the cosmic CPU is dead silicon, incapable of executing a command. With the Swan protocol filtering the noise and the master power cable providing the voltage, the system is ready for operation. However, that energy must be routed precisely into the local hardware ports to effect change in the physical world. The motherboard distributes power into localized peripheral hubs called Pīṭhas, network nodes along the body's grid. The throat's acoustic server, Jalandhara, manages system purification and verbal commands. Below sits the navel's kinetic server, Odhyana, driving deep energetic transitions and willpower for physical movement. These active peripheral nodes are essential for manipulating the simulation, but they are also exposed to the network. Lingering inside these local hubs creates friction and leaves the user vulnerable to external malware. Leaving your consciousness stranded in the active peripheral hubs exposes you to the ego and the system noise you just filtered out. To secure the system, the architecture includes an absolute failsafe, the immediate collapse of awareness back into the central core registry, the Bindu. The Bindu is the singular center point of the motherboard. It has zero physical footprint, yet mathematically, it contains the entire mass of the universe from which all dimensions of reality expand. The goal of the spiritual engineer is to route awareness back into this zero latency core the moment a physical task is executed at the periphery. This center point functions as an administrator override. It commands such authority that even fundamental physical drives and desires submit to its protocol. Operating from the Bindu creates a phase-locked terminal that overrides system friction. From this silent center, you can build profound connections within the simulation while remaining perfectly untouchable by the noise.